Okay, so this is a short explanation of what it means to pass by reference. So pass by value, pass by reference are two concepts in C# where you can pass either the value of a parameter in or you pass the reference to a variable. So if you look at this article in the link below, then you can read through what I'm about to describe, which is task 1. And then you can look at some of the other tasks as well, and then you can see, like, get some practice at it and push your knowledge a bit further. Okay, so pass by value, pass by reference. In our main function, we're going to create a variable called number, and that is going to have 10, be 10. And then we're going to print that number. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a function below, and this function is going to be called add5. So it's going to be public static function. It's not going to return anything. It's going to be called add5. It's going to take in a parameter number, and what we're going to do to that is we're simply just going to add 5 to it. This is pass by value. We're literally going to, from here, we're going to call it. We're going to do add5, and we're going to pass in this variable number like this. We're going to pass it in. We're going to pass in just the value of it. So just this is going to create a local copy, this is going to be this is a local variable number, and we're just going to update the value of that local variable. It's not going to affect this variable because this is local to this function, and we're just going to pass the value in. The other thing that we can do is we can do public void, public static void, and we're going to add 5. This is going to be add5 reference, and we're going to pass in the reference to this number. So pass in the reference there, and then if we do number plus equals 5, what will happen is we need to say that's an integer. We're going to change whatever variable that we pass in here by reference. We're going to change its original value. So back in our main, if we go call the add5 reference function, and we pass in a number, and we pass it the reference in because it wants the reference, and then we print this out, what will happen is we're going to pass in the reference to this variable, this actual variable, to the same memory location, and we're going to, and it's going to change the original value of that. So pause the video, have a think about it. That's the first question I'm asking you here. When we run this piece of code, what will be the outputs of the after the method calls? What will happen? What will get printed here? Will it print 10 or will it print 15? What will get printed here? Will it print 10 or will it print 15 or will it print 20? So if I run that now, and hopefully you've thought about that a little bit. If you understand the example that we're doing, then you'll understand what will get printed out here. So just while that is compiling, take you through some of the other questions. So once you've run this little program here that's in the link below in the article, you then have to go and fix this code. So copy and paste that code in there. And it says, the following code is intended to double the value of X. However, it contains an error. Okay. Correct the code so that it works as intended. So we want to double this. So what have you got to change about that? So that we pass in the reference to that to make it double it. The next thing after that is a little bit more complicated. Write a method that takes an array as an integer as parameters and modifies the first element by setting it to 100. Demonstrate after calling this method in the main and show the output before and after the method call. So, like, what will happen there? Will this be different? And then we've got some more questions about pass by value, pass by reference. Changes made to a parameter inside the method are reflected in the original data. So which of these are true regarding pass by reference in C#? So read through that and think about that. And then there's a bonus question, which is talking about the arrays. So it says reference types such as arrays are passed to the methods by value, but the value is actually a reference to the object. This can be confusing because it seems like pass by reference behavior, but actually when we pass in an array, we're actually passing in its reference. Can you maybe look this up, ChatGPT or whatever, explain this concept and write the code snippet demonstrating it with an array or class object? But just have a look through these. So if you can do the first two of these, then you've understood the concepts, and that's all we need really. And it's still compiling. It's probably because it's very slow on the network. But basically what will happen is it will print 10 here, because we won't change the value by passing in just the value there. We won't change that original value, but when we pass in the reference to that, we will add 5 onto that original value, so it will print 15 here, and that's exactly what it does. And that is passed by value, passed by reference.